The Norman Public School Foundation Grant Program is a morale booster. Colleagues may compliment your project or your idea, but receiving a grant is solid evidence that your project is worthwhile. The knowledge that non-teachers have appraised your project and consider it worthy to funding to execution is exhilarating. Additionally, teachers who submit a proposal benefit professionally. They are called upon to evaluate, analyze, and budget their project.
Last spring, your foundation funded a grant that I applied for entitled Enriching Education Through Experiences in Music. And they gave us an amount of $462.15, and our parent group provided $300. And with this, we bought several new instruments for our classroom. I've used these instruments in my classroom extensively in different school programs and morning assemblies and in different classrooms to provide enriching activities. But most importantly, these instruments have brought a sparkle to my kids' eyes, and they've renewed an enthusiasm in the classroom. They've given a lot more self-esteem to my kids and created pride in their work as well as learning to work with others.
Thanks to the Norman Public Schools Foundation, Norman High now has the beginnings of a fine film library. In 1985, NHS received a grant which allowed the purchase of 150 copies of the American Short Story Volume 2 and the accompanying video cassette versions of some of those stories. Included in this collection are works by William Faulkner, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Mark Twain, James Thurber, and Catherine Ann Porter.
In August of 1983, members of the community came forward to Superintendent of Schools, Dr. William Anderson, with an idea for a foundation to provide financial support for academic projects. The task of studying existing public school foundations was then assigned to Assistant Superintendent Nancy O'Brien. A planning committee was born, community interest was assessed, and model programs in San Francisco and Pittsburgh were studied. And out of the group came the Articles of Incorporation and bylaws for the Norman Public School Foundation. In January of 1984, the Articles of Incorporation were filed, and in May of that same year, tax-exempt status was granted. In late May of 1984, the founding donor fundraising breakfast was held here at Legends Restaurant. An amazing $78,000 was raised at that breakfast, all of which has been endowed and will remain as the operating principal. As for additional funds, 75% of this money is invested. 25% of the new money is spent, and all interest from the invested funds is also spent. The money is used to enhance the quality of education for children. It is not a substitute for state funding, but a direct way of improving the classroom experience for both students and teachers.
We felt like, and I still feel, that it's the state's obligation to provide this basic educational funding. And what I would like to see happen with the foundation, the Norman Public School Foundation, and what I think is happening with it is we're being able to add a little gravy to the mashed potatoes, if you will. We hope the mashed potatoes are still coming in, and there's an abundant supply of those.
The foundation supports specific programs with grants to teachers of up to $1,000. Grant proposals are accepted and awarded twice during a given year. Guidelines are broad to provide a wide range of project possibilities, such as academic fairs, fine arts, computer-assisted instruction, library programs, photography and written expression, and biochemistry laboratory components. Grants are recommended by the Allocations Committee of the Foundation Board of Directors. The Foundation Board includes 7 at-large members. At least 8 ex officio seats comprise the board. They include CEOs of Norman's commercial banks, the publisher of the Norman Transcript, and the superintendent of schools. These seats may be occupied by designees. To carry out the work of the foundation, the board of directors has formed 4 committees: finance, allocations, public information, and fundraising.
We want to give you an opportunity to not only have a tax deduction, which is important in a lot of people's minds, but to have the satisfaction in your heart of knowing that you help the youth and the future of this country and this great state and this lovely city.
I want to thank you for your support of education and the support of so many teachers in the district like me. Through your efforts and generosity, our teachers and students have definitely benefited, and I know that you have certainly made a difference in our school and our students. Thank you.